Greetings, wonderful people, men and women of good conscience and lovers of freedom all over the globe. We bring you more updates as regards to the EbeubeAgu massacre of what is happening in Imo State. The voice you just heard is the voice of one of the survivors of that particular attack. He just narrated how the incident took place. You can now understand that this was a planned deal to eliminate a lot of youths in Biafra land. What is happening right now is that the FG of the zoo, as well as their slaves from the southeast, the governors, have planned to continue deletion of the youths. Probably they must have reasoned by the time they continue deleting the youths, in years or months to come, there will be no able-bodied men again to stand on their rights, on their feet. We will still do well to remind you. Should you like what we are doing here, do not hesitate to hit the subscribe button as well as to give us thumbs up. You can go ahead to share our videos to those who might need it. You have seen a lot that is going on in Biafra land. What the so-called leaders, they are not leaders in short, they are rulers, those who we are imposed on our people. You have seen the handwork of Hope Uzodimma. Earlier he was claiming that it was the DSS, but he knows what is obtainable. It could be that some of the DSS were among, but this is a full-time activities of EbeubeAgu because this young man just narrated how everything happened. For those who are not really understanding Igbo language, he said that they went for the traditional wedding of his younger brother, Chijioke. His own name, the person that is giving this explanation, is Nnamdi. After the traditional wedding, so to say, the in-laws invited them to have some food together. They took it as a kind of right. After eating, they left. So they were moving with about 4 machines or more than. But their brothers were moving with 3 machines ahead of them. So at that point, the EbeubeAgu group have rounded them up and they started firing on them. The 3 machines, they gunned them down. So when they noticed it, they now have to reverse the Okada that was carrying him and they started running back. So he asked the Okada to enter to the compound of their in-law whom they came to marry their daughter, because he said Nnamdi, who is narrating, says his younger brother Chijioke was the one that was getting married. So as they reversed and started moving, but because of that anxiety in the haste, the Okada man couldn't really enter the compound of their in-laws. So he passed the compound while the EbeubeAgu team were pursuing them with their high loss. So at a point when they got to the covert, because of the speed and everything, he has to gallop the covert, and the other guy who was at the back of the machine now have to fall off. EbeubeAgu people came down there and deleted him as well. As they continue moving, they shot the bike man on the hand. So they fell down. He himself fell down. They now came there. And it happened that when he was kneeling down, bending his head, telling them not to delete him, please, that it is from the wedding that they are coming from. So they now turned their gun and used the butt of the gun and hit him on the neck. When he rose his neck, he now found out that the person that was standing over him was the leader, the person that he called Ugu Mozambique. So you can now see that this is a calculated attempt to continue deleting Biafran youths. This is what is going on. Well, of course, it will not stop here. We will continue bringing you more updates as regards to what is going on. And now, following that, I want to bring justice to some of the situation at hand. I want to bring to your knowledge of this particular publication that has been dated as early as 1690, around to 1807. By the year 1771, Biafra was already in existence, and far beyond that, Biafra has always been in existence. If there was a name called Biafra, which is our own location, by the year 1771, who knows and who can say the exact time when Biafra started? When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is giving us the history of Biafra, some people do not really understand. Here talks about this 1771. This was published, but this record you are seeing, these statistics you are seeing here of the names of people the Europeans took from our side. I don't want to use the normal language. You have to understand the language the name that starts with S. Now you see the number of our forefathers they took from our land, dated 1690 to 1807. This is still Biafra. Here you see the coastal region, you see Senegambia, you see Sierra Leone, you see Windward Coast, you see Gold Coast, which is Ghana, you see Bight of Benin, you see Bight of Biafra, Angola, Mozambique, and some of that unknown. And if you look at Bight of Biafra, you'll find out that the number here is the highest number, about 30%. While you see other ones 5%, 4%, 11%. The one that is a bit greater here is 18%, or that is somehow close. But yet, the one from Biafra is 30.1%. And look at the number that we are taking per year, 19,600. Just imagine. The total number that this particular record have here is 776,400 of our great-grandfathers and mothers that these people took. Ask yourself, how come there is Biafra here? If some people that continue claiming that Biafra was the creation of Ojukwu, if some people are claiming that Biafra is a name from River State, it's somebody from River State that give it. Not at all. What EbeubeAgu reminded Ojukwu was that, you know, this our region, we had it, it used to be a Biafra. The name is Biafra. Why don't we go back to continue answering that same name that is Biafra? It's not Franco Pico at anything. It's not Ojukwu. What they did is to restoration of that name, Biafra. Biafra has been in existence. There are some people today, when you ask them, they say, I don't even know what that thing they're doing. I don't know, I don't understand what they're doing. You might not understand. But what we are telling you is that we have made some researches and we have come out with some meaningful reports. Biafra has been in existence as old as what you cannot comprehend. This is what is going on. So here on this list from Europe, did you see any name called Nigeria here? Did you see any person they took from Nigeria? So that is to tell you that Nigeria was just created yesterday by Lugard, Frederick Lugard. But Biafra is a nation. Nigeria is not a nation. Why is Biafra a nation? Because they have people of common interest, common culture. Everything they do is a common something. There is nothing common in Nigeria. The cultures of various indigenous people are not common in Nigeria. So Biafra is a real nation that was founded over the years. And we have to understand that. By the time you come to the terms that you want to return what belongs to you, or where you belong to is where you want to live, then you will understand that that is the beginning of your wisdom. Biafra is our land, and we are not ready to let it go. If you want to claim to be in Nigeria, go ahead to claim. But I'm a Biafran, and we will continue being Biafra, because it is by nature. I didn't come out and say we want to answer Biafra. Here, dated 1690. This publication was written 1771. But this particular status dated 1690. Can you think about how many decades? Now, from this particular publication, if you fast forward it to 2022, you will now find out that as at this 1690 till this 2022, I think we are talking about 332 years. 332 years. And now, if you try to relate it back, there is possibility that our great-great-grandfathers were equally existing at the point that Jesus Christ was here. I mean Yahushua. This is the fact that we are telling you that this Biafra is dated so far back that it is beyond our control. Until we continue digging deeper, then we'll be able to understand the misery everything, the gem behind Biafra. Wonderful people, it is good that some of us, individual as group, are doing this work, bringing back this history that makes our minds rejoice. If you are a Biafran, you should rejoice. You should be happy that you are named a Biafran. We thank you for listening. We will continue bringing you more details as regards to things that is going on in Biafra land. We are original Biafras, and we must say that until Biafra is fully restored, we will not rest. Recall that all of us have our citizenship in Biafra land. We're going to see you on our next video. Until then,